Well, today we are looking at deck overs. We've had, a good bit of requests across the board, whether it's deck over tilts or deck overs with ramps, primarily not gooseneck deck overs. We're talking like bumper pull. When I say deck over, that's the deck is above the tire, and it's 102 wide. Most common lengths are probably from 18 to 24 feet long. Very much so used construction wise. If you've got a skid steer that's wider than 82 inches, you got to go to a deck over usually to be able to load that skid steer, or small excavator, or off-road, little off-road forklift, different things. But also the great thing about a deck over is you can use them for palleted goods over the sides. They're real easy to fork pallets of goods over the sides, sod pallets, pallets of rock, different things like that. Building materials, maybe it's sheetrock, plywood. Plywood, yeah, super expensive stuff these days. But this first one that we're looking at is in Desert Tan. This is a DEC, probably about a 22 footer. It's got the 24-inch wide HD flip knee ramps, 4-foot dovetail, added D-rings to it, 8K axles with the Valcrum aluminum caps. It's got they put a set of the fold-out steps on it on the side, the retractable steps. So this one is pretty basic. Again, it's not tilt, but it's 8-inch I-beam frame. The deck overs are about the only one left in the I-beam family that we've not developed in engineered beam yet. It's coming this fall. We're planning to convert the DEC DET, of course, in the higher GVWR packages. We're going to convert those to engineered beam as well. So that's on the radar. Let's see. Fast forward down here to some more deck overs. In the deck overs, about the shortest that we do is 16 feet up to, and the DEC DET is up to 24, 26 foot. And then you can go into the PX, which is the heavy duty deck over. It's kind of a different class of deck over bumper pull. You can go up to 40 feet and up to 40,000 pounds. But the ones we're focusing on today are the lighter weight ones. So you go 16 feet up to like 24, 26, and GVWRs from 15,500 up to 24,000. So let's find some more DECs. We're gonna cruise past this DET. We'll come back to DET. DET is deck over tilt. DEC is just traditional deck over with ramps. So let's see. Here's a good looking one. So this one has a lot of options, probably a custom build. This DEC is in Traktor Green. It's got the HD V-tongue lid. Cool thing about the HD lid, like we've talked about on dump trailers, it uses what is traditionally void space and gives you a big nice area for chains and boomers and things. It also has a spot where you can tie to, put a battery in there if you were to put a winch on this one. But it gives you extended deck space on top, job box, pump, generator, something like that. Get to the job site. This one is a 307 777K axles, 24,000 rated. Got the big flat mount cast coupler up front. They selected dual jacks, dual 12K drop leg jacks on this one. You got a winch plate, that's an option. They've added extra D-rings. This one, yep, it's again rated 24,000. So it's 8-inch, 15-pound I-beam reinforced down the frame to be rated at 24,000. 777s. Winch box package. So this winch box, it comes preloaded with a Warrior winch, battery, and well, right now it shows the winch is kind of catty corner, because once you put it on that plate, the winch bolts through the box and through the plate to secure it. Comes with the battery tester, standard. Let's see. Now, on the DECs, you've got multiple different tail configurations. you can see like this one, this is a DEC steel, and it's the straight deck with 2 slide-in ramps in the back. Great for the guy who is most of the time hauling palleted goods, doesn't really need a great loading approach angle. Max ramps are also available. This is the same exact max ramp assembly that is on the F-Max series. It's got the hinge, 2-part hinge, one welded inside the body, one on the bumper, making lifting up and down super easy. Just about anybody can do it. They're balanced really well. So you can get the 5-foot Dove with max ramps. So like this trailer is probably 24 feet long. So you're gonna have 19 plus 5 equals 24 feet. And the cool thing is you can still load the entire length. You can use this area over the ramps to still load cargo, load goods. So that's those 2 options. And then like I showed you earlier on the Desert Tan one, the 4-foot Dove with the HD knee ramps is other option that you can do for loading. So it varies depending on the job you want to do, the job you need to do, the equipment you're going to haul, as to what type of loading style you want, or if you just want to go straight deck so you don't have to have, you know, have ramps all the time. So let's see here. This one, the green one we talked about, has, you know, had the dual jacks. Standard is just one 12K jack, and you can see the standard also here is the chain tray. That's a standard setup. But then when you get over here, this is an example of a single jack with the HD lid. So the HD V-tongue lid is an option. Chain tray standard, HD V-tongue lid option. Let's see. All right, now we're gonna go back up to the DETs. DETs have, in the last, I don't know, 5-6 years especially, have exploded. They're so much more popular than they used to be, just because tilts alone, just like the HDT tilt we built, you know, has gained in popularity over the ramp type trailer. The DET is becoming that much more popular. So the DET from mid deck, like from here forward, you know, looking at it, it looks pretty much the same, but the entire bed tilts. There's hinge, hydraulics under it, you know, you got all of your equipment stored in the box, battery, pump, batteries unhooked. Battery pump comes with the wireless control so that you can unlatch the bed, power it up, and be able to load your equipment up on the trailer. And with the wireless control, you can power yourself back down. But the glorious thing about it is, with no equipment, it still serves as a flatbed trailer. So you can fork on, again, sod, palleted goods, whatever. So it's a matter of preference. Do you like ramps and traditional and keep it more simple? Or do you want the Cadillac, you know, that does the same thing as functionality as far as the, you know, hauling the cargo, but is a tilt with no ramps to flip or stow? So to ramp or not to ramp, that is the question. So what's nice about the DET, being that it already has the pump on board, kind of like we've talked about on dump trailers some, it has the pump on board already. So the tilt bed shares the same, pump with the jack. So you have a selector valve here that you can turn and divert fluid either to the jack or to the tilt bed. That's for the optional jack. 12K jack standard, manual one, and then you have the Stillwell hydraulic jack, making hooking and unhooking a lot easier, especially when you pair it with the Demco Easy Latch, because you can leave a coupler latch and automatically drops on the ball and locks. So this one has a slew of options. They've added an extra lockable underslung box. They went with a 2-inch rough cut oak floor, which is insanely strong compared to normal pine. And the other thing that's really cool about this one, it's 7K axles, but it's got the Lippert / D-Max hydraulic disc brakes on it. And if anybody knows anything about disc brakes, they do cost more up front, but it is better stopping power for sure better, more efficient stopping power. And the other thing is it's lessened maintenance cost ongoing. So anybody that has had experience knows changing brake pads is much more cost effective than changing complete brake assemblies like on old school drum brakes. So, and also it comes with the really cool Valcrum aluminum caps on those. So this is a DEC, I'll point out real quick, slide track with 4-inch ratchets. It's like what the big truck drivers have. You know, they have the 4-inch ratchets on those trailers. It makes tying down cargo really simple. Like this is a DEC, so it's a non-tilt, but it has the slide track and ratchets. Maybe they've got a dedicated hauling building materials or something like that, where they can just use the 4-inch ratchets time after time because they're hauling the same thing. But you haul something different, you've got the rubber on stake pockets down the side with the chain spools to be able to tie down or chain whatever you have. So let's see, another option, go to another DET, the tilt. On this one you got the full blackwood floor all the way across the bed. That's pretty cool. But if you're not familiar with blackwood is rubber infused lumber. So you have a 2-inch normal 2x board that is the same, you know, again, it's exactly a normal 2x, but they plane out a 1/4 inch thick strip down the center and infuse or glue this piece of rubber in it, and it definitely helps with traction. You have not advised for like steel tracks, but if you got rubber tracks or rubber tires, you know, you're loading on your trailer, then it definitely helps with traction. So that is the story, folks, on deck over trailers. You know, deck over kind of mid-weight trailers, if you will. And so you jump on the website, look at the DET, DEC, you can do the build your own, put together, you know, kind of what you feel like is the perfect DET or DEC. These trailers are available in gooseneck as well. I've showed you all bumper pull today, but you can do a gooseneck option if you prefer gooseneck, and there'll be dual jacks, got the box between the neck, like most all of them that we do. All of them we do have the box between the neck. So yeah, you can build your perfect deck over trailer. DiamondC.com. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel for all of our latest videos, and we'll see you on the road.